I must keep an eye on the time here. Hey, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I hope you stick around and find this lesson interesting. I have put together a lesson. I've just been playing around with these. I just thought I'd share these. Sometimes I think, oh, I wonder if my people over up on YouTube would like to do have this here. So what this is today is is a lesson all about C-shaped first inversion triads. So somebody mentioned something about triads in a comment before or a live, and I do love the sound of triads. But what's more, not only do they make great little chords to jam along with and to you bang on top of other chords and fill out the texture of chords and everything, they make great little landmarks for soloing. So what I'd say with these is that they are miscellaneous wonderfulness. This is why I say they are loveliness. The set that I've done here, and as always, I will include a PDF in the description. This might take me a little bit longer. I'm teaching all day today, so I'm teaching at 2 p.m. So I just thought I'd bob on and do this. Let me just crack on with this. This is in the key of D major. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this is how the C shape can be broken down and moved up the neck. You're used to maybe using your E shape and using your E shape to move up in key. If I just show you something similar to that idea here, roll a bit of tone off. Now you might be used to this, using the E shape. Let me just come down here. I'll bring this down here, focus down here. So here, what we have is we've got the E shape. Now you're used to this idea, taking the E chord, taking the shape and then moving it up, and I'm moving it through the key here. I'm only going to play, well, I'll play chord 7 as well, but there you go. But that's chord 1. Hey up, Kevin. Right, so the thing is, these are the chords in your key, and they are going to act as little landmarks to tell you exactly where you are. So the E and the A shape, those are your most common bar chord shapes, but the C shape, this one, is less known, and this shape itself is absolutely beautiful as a triad. So like I said, these are going to be the first inversion triads, and if this lesson is too much for you, please drop a comment, and tell me if I need to make a video explaining inversions or triads or any of these words that I'm saying, because everything's always a lot simpler than you think it is. And I can talk you through it. I'm here for you guys so you can get more out of this thing, this wires and wood. Okay, we've got this shape here. Now, if I were to take that shape, just like I would do an E shape, and play it as a bar chord, what I'd have to do is I'd have to substitute my fingers round, slide this up. Now, look, I've taken this up here, so my root note is here on my D note here on my A string. So you can see there, and then if I bar across there, this is a bar chord C shape. It's bloody awful. It really is. It's not a great shape to play, but the inversions, however, are a lot better to play. Now, what we might do when we play a C chord inversion is we might drop the root, and this is essentially what the C shape inversion is. This is the root of the chord. This is the third of the chord. The open G string is the fifth of the chord, and then we get the root note here. And if we play the thin E string, then we get the fifth again. So essentially what we want is we want just 3 of the notes. We want to keep it really simple. So instead of having 5 strings playing those notes, we're just going to have 3. We're going to have the D string, the G string, and the B string. That's all we're going to do. But to take that shape up here, where I put it before, remember I had that bar across the 2nd fret. What it means I'm going to do is I'm going to have my first finger here. Now, like I say, don't worry, guys. The diagrams will be in the description below. I end up with this shape here. These are beautiful little shapes. If I play this on its own, just roll a bit of tone off on there. It's really, really, really nice. It's a nice sound. That is a D in first inversion. Just to compare it to the root position D, which is this D, you can hear that's a lot brighter. Inverted chords, inversions, tend to sound a little bit more chill, a little bit more richer. It's the difference. It's like Galaxy chocolate is always richer. Belgian chocolate is always richer than those cheap Easter eggs. So we get that there. That's the first inversion. Now, here's the easy way to look at it. There, on this sheet, I've done essentially 3 different shapes. That's your major shape, because this is a major third. That's the major third there. Now, to make something from major to minor, all you do is drop it 1 fret. That's all it is. And if you think about major and minor, if you have a major leak on the roof of your house, it's a big thing. If you have a minor leak, it's a little thing. So minor means less. And when you think about it, major and minor are just a distance of 1 fret. So look at that. So if I want to turn this here, this here is a D major. If I want to turn it into a D minor, I lower this note 1 fret, and that becomes a D minor. It's a lovely inversion of the D minor. Very, very useful shape. Look, no barring involved. It means you can play rich sounds, rich textures, and everything. Yeah, there's the D minor in root position. And if you think about it, that note there, that F, if I throw it up onto the D string in an octave, then what happens is I get that third then in a low pitch of string, and that is that's kind of the foundation of the chord, but the spacing of the notes makes the texture of the chord really interesting. So minor, major, those are the 2 shapes that we have. Now, worth noting, and I've put it on the sheet, that the root note of the chord is on the B string. So if you want to track these chords as you go up, that there is going to give you your D, because that note there is a D. There's your D, that's your root note. So all we need to do is we need to remember the way that the major scale goes up. It goes up in tones and semitones. It goes tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Or for my US friends, it goes step, step, half step, 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 half step. So following that up, if I want the next chord up, then it's going to be minor. I just move that up a step or a tone and make sure it's the minor shape. So hopefully you can see that I get that minor chord there. Now, the next chord up is another minor. So we've got 2 minors that live next door to each other. Look out for that, because that's a good way for you to be able to see where you are in key. I'm going to do a bigger, more in-depth video about that at a later date. But here, so we use the same shape. I get the 3 chords then. So this is chord 1, this is chord 2, this is chord 3. And I've only used 2 shapes. And they're beautiful shapes because they are all inversions. We are sliding along. That D string is carrying the third of the chords. That's the major third of chord 1, minor third of chord 2, minor third of chord 3. Now, recognize this shape? It's exactly the same shape as that first chord. That's chord 4. Chord 5 is major. There you can see 2 major chords, a tone or a step apart. That's going to tell you, be an indicator of what key you're in. Then we're going to go to chord 6, which is minor. So if I play just those minor chords, so I had the chord 2 here, chord 3, chord 6, you can hear I can pull out those minor sounds there. Chord 5, chord 4, chord 3, chord 2, chord 1. Now, those are great. You can use them for rhythm. Chord 7, funnily enough, which is a great little idea here, looks like this. I wouldn't worry too much about this. Worth noting, if I play it down here, it looks like an A7. So this is an idea that the chord 7, which is in this instance, is a diminished 7th chord. It can be a dominant chord as well. That's probably a little bit too much. It looks easy, but and you know what? It's like learning. It's like learning any shape, but the thing is, it only uses 3 fingers and there's no barring involved. Yeah, so you just have this shape here. Look at that. That looks like part of your D chord, and you just move your 3rd finger over there. The key to it is because you're not using your A string. If you get that 3rd finger, so that the tip of the 3rd finger mutes out the A string, it can touch it. That gives you enough clearance for the G string underneath, you see. So that shape, it's the same as an A major 7 or a D7 or a B7 without the pinky on. A lot of these finger shapes end up being the same once you start to expand your chord vocabulary. You'll find that. No bar chords involved. Now, a cool thing, I'm going to get the pick on this, and the cool thing about this is, say you're in the key of D, and what you can do is you can use these chords. You might think to yourself, all right, I'm in the key of D, so that would be D major, so we could have a D major scale. I'll play it here. Right, or you could play in the B minor pentatonic shape, because if you haven't seen my video on how to solo in the box 1 minor pentatonic in all keys, then I'll put a link somewhere up there, or have a nosy through my live videos that I tend to do. But you can hear, yeah, you can hear how these chords fit, and they're really good for just supplementing an area that you are trying to exploit for the musical notes that are available there. So you want to switch between this idea of thinking, I'm playing a scale, and now I'm playing a chord. I'm playing that little inversion that lives underneath it. And if I was playing that B minor pentatonic there, then I would see that shape underneath it. And know that that's chord 4. And I can move that up there to hit chord 5 as well. And that will also inform you. And the beauty of it is it shows you how to connect those shapes as well, the pentatonic shapes. We take that there. So I've landed on the chord. I think pentatonic. So you see there, there's a bit of a blues scale. Pentatonic. And then I'm going to slide down into chord 3 on that inversion shape. Down into chord 2. So that enables me to utilize those little triad shapes in that first inversion. Makes you sound really, really nice. Like I say, guys, this is a quick little lesson. I will upload this as a PDF, and you guys make sure you get your guitars out and use these shapes. Like I say, this is in D major. Oh, hang on, I did this. I've got triads rule. So watch this one here. Hey gents, how good to see you on here. So this is a D. This is a pedal note. This pedal note, what it does is it establishes a tonal center. So all these chords will sound absolutely luscious over the top. So if I play this for this inversion, here's chord 1. You can hear these. Chord 7. There's a lovely tension that creates there. Yes, so guys, I'll just spin back around again. What I'm going to say is make sure you put these things into practice. It's no good carrying these ideas around in your head. They need to live on the guitar. You need to put them into practice. Don't feel as if you have to eat the whole of the elephant with this, you know, because I say that to you guys all the time. How would you eat an elephant? You'd eat it small chunks at a time. So the thing is with these guys, yeah, take 1 or 2 of them, put them into familiar positions, yes, put them into different positions, and then make sure you use them. Okay, guys? So, right, I thought I'd just pop on. I've got to teach now in 8 minutes. That means there's enough time to get a cup of coffee. If you feel you've got some value from this lesson, please do me a favor, hit like, hit that subscribe button, share this, and do all this normal things that you need to do. So see you in the next lesson. I'm going to be shooting some videos on Friday, so I've got some more stuff coming up for you, and hopefully my new room, my new studio will be sorted soon. Take care, guys, and remember, keep playing. You keep playing, you keep moving one step forward, you'll get there. Keep going. See you later.